Good day, y'all. I'm Rifle, and I got requests from my friends on how to be good with e-liter. So I made this video to teach you how to use the e-liter. So now the e-liter has a very odd design. Looks like Sheldon stole a petrol pump from a local petrol station. Nonetheless, it's my most favorite weapon of all. So what is the e-liter? The e-liter is a charger that requires 2 seconds to fully charge. Fully charged will deal 180 damage. Oh wow, a 360. I shall do a 360. Ha ha ha, bet you expected a 360 shot? No. That shotting deals 40 damage, so it takes 3 hits to murder someone. Now why the lethal over let's say the splat charger? Because of the immense range it has, and I'm a big fan of high damage long range weapons. What trick the e-liter 4K, the unscoped one has is that it can store charge for 1 second, allowing you to move around while fully charged, which helps you in ambushing or defending yourself against flankers. Now over here I'm showing you how I usually use my controls. I use my motions to aim, but when it comes to looking around, I use my stick instead. Reason is, if I mostly use my motion to look around, I might disorient my hands and arms to the point my aim will get shaky and inaccurate, just like my math paper. Now moving on to my gear and abilities, I would recommend running main ink saver. Yes, I know what I mean. I also have sub defense cause my goddamn cat! Quiet! What am I calling here? I love my cat. Now where was I? Yes. I would recommend running main ink saver. Yes, I know what I mean. I also have sub defense cause you are a sub weapon magnet and it's honestly annoying. I also run super jump cause it allows me to out-revolve from responsibilities. Lecture that. I will also advise you to run Respawn Punisher, cause the moment you use the e-liter, you are basically telling everyone you hate fun. Might as well use it. If anyone wanna complain, all I can say is honestly, get good. Run ink resistance to get out of sticky situation. Literally. And have sub saver because the ink mines are actually helpful and you should really utilize them more. Trust me, ink mines will save your ass someday. For my feet, I mean shoes, run the object shredder. It will tremendously help you a lot when it comes to destroying objects, such as Waymaker Shield, Bella Shield, Crab Tanks, Your Girl, Ink Wall, and many more. And also run Swim Speed, because your speed is absolutely atrocious without them. For the control settings, there's honestly not much I can say. It's up to you really. But if you are curious of my settings, this is what I usually run. Alright, now that the introduction is out of the way, we can finally now play the real Splatoon game. Mother! Now, congratulations for watching this long. I am now gonna tell you that I am actually bad at the game and not a full-time comp player, but a casual person who doesn't even play Splatoon much. All of my games you see will be just anarchy, so you can take this video for grain of salt. But hey, I will be lying to you if I just show you only wins, right? In this video, I will also show you losses and explain to you how and why I lose in the first place, and also vice versa, explaining how to win in the first place. Before you get into a game, you must do some warmups. That applies to all weapons, but e-liter needs it the most. Now remember, when aiming, it's not all about point and click adventure game, hahaha. You actually need to be mentally aware to be good. Most of the time when I perform badly it's because I was too tired that I can't focus, so I'm ending up shooting early or too late. Now, don't worry, I came up with a solution. To solve this skill issue problem, get yourself some good meals or snacks. Go outside and actually touch grass for once. And do some stretches for your body and mind. Now on to the first game of the day, Rainmaker on Manta Maria. Looks like it's almost a full team we are going against. My team Webcom is good, but the enemy teams are also good, so this should be an interesting matchup. Checking the map to see what kind of abilities they are running. Looks like the Heavy Splatling want to go for a marathon. Can't blame the Splatling. Heavy Splatling makes you morbidly obese. Looks like the enemy team are fully committed to bursting our bubbles, but sorry to burst your bubble, we are gonna outnut them and they're gonna get blasted in the face. Teammates are gonna go push in, but I noticed the last guy is not there, so I wonder where he is. Oh, there he is. Gonna try to go for him. Teammates got him for me, and looks like the push super jump and attempted to do something, but instead we got second round of getting blasted again. Teammates down the Rainmaker, but looks like the enemy team were waiting. I see the Splatling, hoping I could get it, but nope. Just gonna go ahead and shoot a bubble to distract the enemy, and also pulling back a bit in case someone wants to jump me on top. I see the Splatling, and so I go ahead and click him out of existence. Tossing the wave breaker there, and I'm gonna go back and put 8 mines in case someone tries to flank us. Gonna go ahead and charge up and swim and see if I can get a shot on anyone, but looks like the spare shot is pushing, so I'm gonna quickly get out there and give the spare shot a free ticket back to the spawn. Enemy pick up the Rainmaker, so I'm gonna charge up behind the wall and pick it, but I miss. But the enemy thinks it's still a good idea to head towards me, so I managed to drop the Rainmaker. Gonna go ahead since I see the junior retreated, but nope, the junior was waiting for me and off to the spawn I go. Annoying, but that's one of the ways to take down an E leader. I see my teammate struggling, so I'm gonna help paint the area to allow my teammate to get around. Now remember, this is my first game, but something weird happened. You guess it, lag. There's this MF squid just squidding there. Menacingly. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. This game is rigged. An enemy team has a DC, unfortunate for them. Kraken goes Buenos Dias, moron, and the Kraken could have killed me there, but he went for my teammate instead. The enemy Rainmaker carrier just fell off the ship. Good for us, I guess. Gonna go ahead and get up to get a better position. Enemy went for the Rainmaker and walked off the plank. So now I'm just gonna watch the area and make sure to stop enemy from picking up the Rainmaker. But they did and fell off again. What the actual fish is going on? Remaining minutes is just me denying the enemy to get a path in, but hey, it's 4v3, so there's nothing much I can say about this. And there is my first win. On to the next game, but this time is a game I lose. We are going against good enemy weapons, and the map is Marco Mud, so this should be an interesting. My first mistake here was going to mid and try to contest the Rainmaker. What I should have done was go to my right flank so that I could pressure the enemy team from there and also to ensure they could not sneak into our base. And look at that! Someone has tried to flank. Luckily they fall and the Rainmaker's heading towards where I am, which is ideal. Dooley have been marked and I see the Stamper is coming, so I will try to get the Stamper, but they managed to dodge my shot. I am being pressured by the enemy team, so I retreat a little and reposition. That is not something you want to get yourself into. You can't do your job if you are being pressured by their entire family bloodline and friends, especially since you use the E-leader. Now, one thing you should observe is how the enemy will behave. Since the Stamper likes to pick me, I will simply wait for them to jump into my crosshair like that. Sorry there, Ice Cliff, you just rolled into my shot, but hey, off to the spawn you go. I am now painting areas for my team and at the same time pressuring the enemy team. I noticed the Stamper stalling in the air, so I'm just gonna click them out of the air. That is something I love to do. In fact, I spend most of my time hitting airborne targets in the training room to the point you can call me Mr. Anti-Air. I am very good at hitting high targets, if only I had that ability in real life. Joss here is distracting the enemy team for me and oh boy, a Splatling, a delicious food for my E-leader. Toss a Wavebreaker and trying to contest the Rainmaker to buy time for my teammates to jump to me and also to pressure the enemy team. Unfortunate for me there, but I hear the zipcaster and I know it's coming for me, so I hide a while in hoping I can juke them and waste their time. Now I hope I can get the Rainmaker, but I sadly missed and I got splattered. You will get into games where you can hit your shots, but when you really needed to pick off an important target, especially during overtime, you tend to subconsciously relax, which can bite you in the buttocks. Yes, even if you are a casual player and don't care much about winning, the Eliter is sadly a high risk, high reward weapon. So I advise you to at least give the Eliter your full attention. Good game here. This is now the end of the video. Thank you all for watching and good night. I can sleep now. I am just kidding. In this match, the enemy team has an E-liter, so I immediately get behind a cover. I do not want to test enemy E-liter as I always assume they are highly competent, so I will be more passive in the early part of the match. When you are going against another E-liter, most of the time it's all about waiting for opportunities and one of us making mistakes. Unless you are suicidal or know what to do, then be my yes. Teammates passed me their balls, but I calmly rejected it. In all seriousness, I did this because since enemy has an E-liter, I want to ambush, so I do not want the balls to scream out that I have the balls. Of course, toss it somewhere your team can still grab it, and make sure it's not visible to the enemy. Just don't be a jerk, alright? This is what I mean. The enemy E-liter grabbed the power clamp, so now I know where exactly they are. Even if I don't manage to kill them, I at least know their whereabouts so I can tell my team to avoid specific areas and that I can get a better prepared for the illegal second coming if the opportunity arose. Make sure you put ink mines at the entrance so in case someone do wants to reach to you about your car extended warranty, you are prepared to decline. Now I mentioned position and this is another example you can observe. Because I am watching this particular entrance, any enemy that tries to flank or sneak around, I'll be able to kill them or at the very least slow down their advance and alert my teammates. This is what happens if I am not in correct position. The enemy were able to flank and score a goal through the entrance I should have been guarding, and I also get rushed down. Now here is another tip I can give you. Sometimes it is better to wait for the enemy to jump or run into your crosshair. I find this strategy effective because most of the time enemy will expect you to track them, so always be ahead of your enemies. Remember to help your teammates, whether by painting the floor, destroying the ink walls, or helping to splat someone. The E-liter is a support weapon, not a solo weapon. You need to keep your team alive if you want to win. Always try to go for safe spots so that your teammates can super jump to you safely. Remember, if you got flanked or notice someone is flanking, alert your teammates. Press the this way button or ouch button if you died. Even if your teammates don't respond, at the very least you try to alert them, so you can blame your team if you lose. And that's all I have for this video. Remember, I am a casual player, but I tried my best to help you get better with the Elite based on my experience. If you don't trust me, well, it's fine. I don't even trust myself. I hope this video at least helped you a bit in your journey for the epic 5-star Elite badge. And for those wondering about the Elite scope, I find the scope and the unscoped weapons different from each other. Yes, they both are the same weapon, but I find it that you must approach them quite differently. So I plan on making a separate video just for the Elite 4K scope. Goodbye, have a good day ahead.